Hello guys and welcome to my channel. In this session, I want to talk about the second technical management process, which is project assessment and control process. Let's get started and as always, have a good one. By the end of this session, you will be able to answer all of the following questions correctly. So pause the video now and try to find out if you're able to answer these questions. Note that I will solve all the questions at the end of this session. As stated in ISO IEC IEEE 15288, the purpose of the project assessment and control process is to assess if the plans are aligned and feasible, determine the status of the project, technical and process performance, and direct execution to help ensure that the performance is according to plans and schedules within projected budgets to satisfy technical objectives. Assessments are scheduled periodically and for all milestones and decision gates. The intention is to maintain good communications within the project team and with the stakeholders, especially when deviations are encountered. The project assessment and control process uses these assessments to direct the efforts of the project, including redirecting the project when the project does not reflect the anticipated maturity. The project planning process identified details of the work effort and expected results. The project assessment and control process collects data to evaluate the adequacy of the project infrastructure, the availability of necessary resources, and the compliance with project performance measures. Assessments also monitor the technical progress of the project and may identify new risks or areas that require additional investigation. The rigor of the project assessment and control process is directly dependent on intrinsic characteristics of the project and the system of interest, such as the complexity, urgency, and consequence of failure to deliver or failure of the system of interest. Project control involves both preventive and corrective actions taken to ensure that the project is performing according to plans and schedules and within projected budgets. The project assessment and control process may trigger activities within technical management processes. Inputs and outputs for the project assessment and control process are listed in this slide. The project assessment and control process includes the following activities. Plan for project assessment and control. Develop a strategy or approach for assessment and control for the project. Assess the project. Determine whether project objectives and plans are aligned with the project context. Determine cost, schedule, and performance variances for the project and technical effort through assessment of status versus plans. Evaluate the effectiveness and efficiency of the performance of project activities. Determine if the project roles, responsibilities, accountabilities, and authorities are adequate. Assess the adequacy and the availability of the project infrastructure and resources. Using project measures and milestone status, assess the progress of the project. Conduct required reviews, audits, and inspections to determine readiness to proceed to the next milestone. Monitor areas of high risk, such as critical tasks and new technologies or applications. Recommend actions that are warranted by measurement results and other project information. Make recommendations for adjustments to project plans. These are input to the project control process and other decision making processes. Record and provide the project status report, gathering all needed measures on technical progress aspects, such as performance, requirements, compliance, verification, and validation progress, and technical management aspects, for example, schedule, cost, risk, configuration status. Communicate a status in the project status report as designated in agreements, policies, and procedures. Control the project. Initiate preventive actions when assessments indicate a trend toward deviation. Initiate problem resolution when assessments indicate nonconformance with performance success criteria. Initiate corrective actions when assessments indicate deviation from approved plans. Update project planning as needed based on the project control or corrective actions. Implement change actions to reflect contractual changes to cost, time, or quality. This is usually due to the impact of acquirer or supplier requests. Authorize the project to proceed when assessments support a decision gate or milestone event. One way to remain updated on project status is to conduct regular team meetings. Short stand up meetings on a daily or weekly schedule are effective for smaller groups. Prevailing wisdom suggests that what gets measured gets done, but projects should avoid the collection of measures that are not used in decision making. Good practices show that status should be concise and visual. For example, usage of red, yellow, green traffic lights in order to quickly and easily identify the critical issues on which urgent actions for recovery are required. Another useful tool is a project dashboard that provides a timely and easy summary of a status. A template for the project status report is a good practice. This template may be included in the SEMP or PMP. Methods and techniques for project assessment and control should be formally described in the SEMP or PMP and agreed with the project team. The Project Management Institute, or PMI, provides industry wide guidelines for project assessment, including earned value management techniques. Project teams need to identify critical areas and control them through measurement, risk management, analysis, configuration management, and information management. The project assessment and control process requires close cooperation between the PM practitioner and SE practitioner, with PM being accountable for the overall results of the project and SE being accountable for the achievement of the technical activities. The typical common responsibilities between PM and SE practitioners are risk management, external supplier relations, quality management, and lifecycle planning. An effective feedback control process is an essential element to enable the improvement of project performance. Incremental and evolutionary models typically schedule frequent assessments and make project control adjustments on tighter feedback cycles than sequential development models. Tailoring of organization processes and procedures should not jeopardize any certifications. Processes must be established with effective reviews, assessments, audits, and improvements. A standard ISO IEC 24748-8 or IEEE 15288.2 is a useful reference on how to define and manage technical reviews and establish requirements for the related milestones. Integration of technical management artifacts. Each of the technical management processes provides essential insight into the health and progress of the project through the life cycle with respect to the specific focus of the particular process. However, it is important to look at the results of these processes in an integrated view, especially since there are relationships between these processes and their artifacts. For example, the results of the measurement process provide useful insights into risks, technical reviews and audits, and quality assurance, as well as many other things. Similarly, other processes may identify new information needs for which new measures should be initiated. Mechanisms should be put in place to provide an integrated view of the results or artifacts in a way that the decision makers can interpret quickly and see trends and trigger points to aid decisions. Two such mechanisms are the project status report and the project dashboard. Both organize and provide a summary of similar information about the project. The status report usually presents the information in report form, and the dashboard is usually a digital presentation that uses gauges, graphs, indicators, or other visual representations of the information. In both mechanisms, relationships are shown and trends or areas needing attention are highlighted. Technical reviews and audits. Technical reviews and audits are a foundational element of an effective SE approach and form the backbone of robust technical assessment. Technical reviews and audits provide a venue for baselining stakeholder and system requirements, evaluating the system's technical maturity, and identifying and assessing risks to system performance, cost, and schedule. In order for a project's technical management to have a balanced information basis on which to base any required project control actions, each technical review or audit should be conducted from an integrated project viewpoint, including technical status and progress, cost and schedule status, and impact and risk assessment to help ensure that technical review decisions do not create unrecognized and unacceptable future project impacts. Question number one. The purpose of the project assessment and control process is A. To assess if the plans are aligned and feasible, B. To determine the status of the project, technical and performance, C. To direct execution to help ensure that the performance is according to plans, and D. All of the above. Well, the correct answer is D. Question number two. Assessments are scheduled periodically for blank milestones and blank decision gates. A. All, some, B. Some, all, C. All, and D. Some. Well, the correct answer is C. All milestones and all decision gates. Question number three. The rigor of the project assessment and control process is directly dependent on intrinsic characteristics of the A. Project's stakeholder, B. Project's functional requirements, C. Project's system architecture, and D. Project and the system of interest. The correct answer is D. Project and the system of interest.